amazing thing. And I was reflecting about how we put this whole event together and the reasons behind it. And what I came to realize is that there's kind of there's a history being built here. This is our inaugural Extreme Leadership Summit, and you guys are all a part of that. And there are things that we'll learn here that we'll do differently later on for sure, but there are things that'll happen here that'll never happen again because of the nature of the beast. All of us share a common passion for leadership, a common passion for changing the world, but all these great bodies of work that we can all benefit from are simpatico with each other. And they all fall into that broad category of how do we become better leaders, which means how do we really arm ourselves, how do we prepare ourselves to step up and change our piece of the world for the better. You see what we're building here, right? This is the toolbox for us to change the world.
About 7 years old, maybe 10 years old, there's something that happens where you take this extraordinary part of yourself and you kill it off and you put it inside of a box. The greatest value that you can add is to become more of yourself, to become more of who you already are.
Extreme leaders are entrepreneurs. You know, if you want to get into entrepreneurs, we're just riskers. We're just taking a risk that's okay with you in order to achieve something greater than you did the day before.
Think the best about each other. Think the best about the opportunity and the difficulty that's bound to come. And if enough of us do that, we don't just create a better life for ourselves and our family and our teams and organizations, we create a better world to live in. There's never been a more important time than now.
You're going, baby. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me. Call me maybe.
Don't wait to do the things that you're talking about, that you're wishing about and hoping about. Apply your love, and it will generate so much.
Just to recognize people in the room for who they are and see how they can help me to be a better me, and how I can help to support them. So it's just very validating.
So they challenged me to write 1,000 words a day on my book, or I would have to write a check to the election campaign of the person, the opposing party. And so I can tell you that this morning I got up and wrote a chapter. I also wrote the check, but I did not have to send it today.
I'll tell you, I would not be standing here today if it wasn't for the people in my life that I tried to help, that were able to go to me and be able to help me do what I do every single day.
I mean, how do you deal with chaos? You know, first of all, you got to mourn it, then you got to accept it, then you got to reflect on it, then you have to reinvent, then you have to reapply. God, I almost sound like one of these guys, don't I? All right?
There's no correlation between customer satisfaction and repeat business. If I'm satisfied with what you do for me, there's no greater likelihood I'm going to continue to do business with you or talk about you to anybody else. If they love you, if they love the experience, if they love the way you anticipate their needs, if they love the way that you're solving problems they don't even know they have until they see your solution for it, if they love you, that's where the good stuff comes from. That's where the loyalty comes from. That's where the word of mouth comes from. And that's where the forgiveness factor, as our friend here is telling us, comes from.
It's not just about having leadership so we can take all these principles back to work so we can get rich. But if you can take these principles of love and unconditional love and service into your personal lives as well as your professional lives, it'll change your life.
Who do you love?
ladies and gentlemen.
It's extreme leadership. Not only does it have nothing to do with your position or your title, it's got nothing to do with your age. It's got nothing to do with where you come from. It's got nothing to do with your ethnicity. It's got nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It's got nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with who you are, what you do, how you approach your work, how you approach your life.
Dreamers have wishes. Leaders have plans.
So let go of your fear, embrace it, and don't let your fear get in the way of what you want to do. If you let go of that fear, I think that you're able to take a risk, challenge yourself.
What an amazing 3 days we've shared. You've come from all over and together made the journey to share this moment in time with an extraordinary group of people to learn how to grow more, how to see more, how to be more. With love, energy, audacity, and proof in our hearts, we'll fly out of these doors back into the world around us and show what it means to really be an extreme leader in our schools, in our businesses, in our homes, in our communities, and in our hearts. We'll not only change lives, but through our actions, we'll change the world. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for creating a weekend that we'll never forget. And I look forward to seeing you the next time when we all take a leap together.
Förlåt mig.